What do you think the future holds for Jamaal Lascelles?
If I'm completely honest, I think Saturday's press conference where Howe spoke of, so nicely about Lascelles and grabbed the mic when he didn't need to, I think that was a sort of a sign that that he's gonna stay put. I think as we've said earlier in the summer, the decision's up to Lascelles. If he wants to go, I think the door's open for him. But I think on Saturday we saw Howe sort of coming out and saying, he is the captain off the pitch. He does so much for this dressing room. If he wants to stay, there's a place for him. And he only played a handful of games last year. And, a few of them were against Manchester City and Liverpool, and he didn't do too bad. He played very, very well last night when he came on. The defence looked so much more solid when he was in it. I would like to see him stick around as cover this season.
I mean, I did a YouTube video a couple of weeks back about Jamaal Lascelles, because you guys, the listeners and visitors to our website, took part in a survey and overwhelmingly said Jamaal Lascelles needs to go. For me, though, unless he's pushing to go, he stays because he offers not just that leadership off the pitch, but he offers a really good alternative. And look, he's not the best centre-back in the world, but I don't think he's too far behind Fabian Schär. Obviously, he's nowhere near the level of Botman, but I think when you look at what Newcastle need to do in the transfer market, to keep Jamaal Lascelles for another season is a stopgap, but it's a welcome stopgap, because then you're not that worried about someone having to step up, or you spending 3-4 million on someone who can't really cut it. You know what you're getting with Lascelles.
Yeah, I think, look, football fans are a fickle bunch, and I think when you've watched a player spend all season on the subs bench and play 5 or 6 games, it's only natural that the overwhelming majority are going to say, get rid, he doesn't have a future at the club. But that's not how Eddie Howe works. He's got so much respect for Lascelles and those senior players who do so much off the pitch. Matt Ritchie being one of them as well. Paul Dummett, no doubt, as well, a huge presence in the dressing room. And as you say, if Lascelles does leave this summer, Newcastle are then having to buy another centre back on top of the left back that they want, on top of the right back that they want behind Trippier. All of a sudden, it's not sustainable. So, as I said earlier in the summer, I think as Howe made it clear over the weekend, I think if Lascelles wants to stay, which he looks like he does, the way he was talking, I think there's always going to be a place for him at the club.